Hi, my name is Ms. Herrboldt, and I am a technology integrationist at St. Cloud Schools. I'm here today to talk to you about WeVideo. WeVideo is an online video editing platform, and it's free to use, but it does occasionally ask you to upgrade. And what you need to know is don't upgrade. Always use the free version. So first thing we're going to start by doing is logging in. So click log in, and then click login with Google. You're then going to select your school Google account. I was already logged in, so it didn't ask me, but you'll select your school Google account. And the first time you log in, it might ask you a few questions, like if you're a student and the ways that you're going to be using WeVideo. Once you're logged in, you'll come to this first screen. You can upgrade, apply code, and manage account, but you won't need to worry about any of that. And like I said, it has upgrade here, so they really want you to upgrade, but don't pay for it. We're going to start by creating a new video or a new project. So it starts to set up for us. And then right now I am in what's called the timeline editor. Now there's two ways that you can edit on WeVideo. Over here, if you click, you can switch to the storyboard editor, which is a really easy editor. And you can just basically drag and drop images and videos in, and it kind of sets it up for you. You can select a theme for it to follow, and it will automatically make all of your media that you put into that theme. Personally, for me, I like more of the advanced editing features, so I like to be in timeline view. So I'm going to show you everything in timeline. In timeline, you can have multiple video and multiple audio layers. You can put more than one audio clip or more than one video file on at a time. First thing we're going to start with is adding media. So if you go up to this tab, you're going to go out of your project, but you could add media into your account. So media would be anything like pictures or images that you might want to use in your video. For us, we're going to go to this folder with the star on it, which is media. So I already have some things put in here, but if I want to add media, there's a couple ways I can do it. So if I go up here to the upload icon, I can upload if I've already got a video in my Google Drive, I can upload that. Another thing you can do is go to Pixabay, which is this application, and it's copyright free, meaning you're not breaking any copyright, you're not using anybody else's stuff without permission. It's got photos, illustrations, and videos that you can use. So I'm going to go to videos and I'm going to select, let's see, what do I want a video of today? Let's do a video of a deer. Let's see what we got. Okay, and there's multiple ones you can take a look at. And then you can preview them by hovering over. Okay, that's a nice elk. So an elk animal chewing. All right, once you click on it, you're able to download that video. Now, even if you're on a Chromebook, you can download the video, or on a MacBook, you can also download the video. It should pop up down here on your screen, or go into your downloads folder. Now, if I go back to WeVideo and go to import media, I can just drag that file up, and it's going to import that video right into my media for me. Now, another cool thing we can do is over here, there's a red circle, and we can use our own cameras in order to record video. So in the free version, we can only record from our webcam. Now, the first time you do this, you're going to have to install this Chrome extension called WeVideo Recorder, and it's pretty easy to do. It actually walks you through it. So it says almost there. We're going to install the Chrome extension. It pops up right to where you need it. Add to Chrome. And it says, okay, you're adding the extension. It's going to pop up right here. And then you should be good to go. So now we can go back to our video, click record on our webcam, and now it's going to ask us permission to use our microphone and our camera. We're going to allow that. And so now you can record yourself for your video talking. Or you can look very interested or contemplating the universe. You can preview it, you can download that, or you can save it, and it again will add that right into your media that you can put in your video. All right, next up, how do we add things into our video that we're going to make? So there's a few other things we can use here. We've got some titles right here. You can't use motion or in season, those are paid ones, but all of the static or the call outs you can use. So these are things that you can put into your video. So static titles. So we could start by putting in a title. Well, we can put it in here. And drag it and drop it. And you can change the length. Right now it's 8 seconds. And if you click on it, you will then be able to change the text. You can also change the size, the color of the text, the height, the spacing, and the type of text that you want to have. Okay. So we head down here towards the bottom and it'll say Save Changes. And there you go, you got your title. You can add in a video underneath that title if you would like. So we can have our elk. And if we put the elk in video 1 and the title in video 2, we can see that the title goes right over the top of the elk. So we can preview it by pressing play up here. Now, maybe we don't want that title to take up the entire video. We just want it to be on for the very first part. So the first 6 seconds. And again, we can preview and see what that looks like. Okay, we can add audio clips. So if we go up to here where the music note is, there's lots of audio clips that you can use. These are all different songs that are free for you to use. You can preview what they sound like. Now, if you don't like any of these choices, there is a sound area called Bend Sound. And that has some really cool sort of background music that you can use. Again, this is copyright free, so you're not breaking copyright. So we could just be, listen. Ooh, I like that one. So you can download it. You don't have to purchase a license. These are Creative Commons. So these are the things that you can use it for without breaking copyright laws. And that will download. And again, if we want to, we can go ahead and add that into our media. So take it, drag it and drop it. It's going to load. All right, so we have that as our sound, and once it loads up, we can just drag it and put it into audio 1. Now, while that's loading, another thing you can do is you can add if you want to add a second audio area, because I don't know if you noticed, but if you go into, it's ready. I'll drag it down in audio 1. Now notice that's a pretty long clip, and you might not want that whole thing. So if you go to the end, you can trim it. Oops, put it in the wrong spot. So you can trim it out so you don't have the entire clip. Just grab the edge and then trim it down. There we go. So we just have a shorter clip. Now, another thing that they have in our audio, so if we go to our music note here, they do have some sound effects. So if you have other sound effects that you want to add, maybe some heavy rain, into your video. Okay, now let's add another piece of media. Let's add me looking very contemplative. Or contemplating. I don't know if contemplative is a word. All right, up here, there is a square and it's half filled in. These are different transitions. This is ways that you go from one clip or one picture to another. So we can have curtains, rainbow, film strip. You just drag it, drop it in between, then connect the two clips together, and then we can see what that transition looks like. All right. The next thing we can do is we can change the way that this clip looks. So I can take a look at the brightness, the contrast of the clips. I can change the scale of the clip, I can change where it is, and I can even blur the background if I want to. I can also take the sound out of that clip. So if I don't want to hear myself talking on that clip, I can mute myself. I'm going to save those changes. Now, if I want to make things look a little bit different, I can change the brightness, the contrast, the hue, so I can change kind of how I look in that clip if I want to make myself look a little bit more sepia toned. Just kind of give it a little bit more of an edge, and then we can take a look and see what that looks like. All right, and then let's say we want to end with a title slide. Here's another cool thing that they have. They have these graphics. So these are different things. They have like little animations in them. Let's say I want to let's put the news opener on there. I'm going to put that down in video 1. So any titles should go up in video 2, and any main things should go in video 1. Let's put in a transition between. Let's do the crosshatch, drag it in, make sure they're connected. All right, and then I can go back up to my title, and I can add a title in. I could make it a end credits, so I can drag that in on top, and then we can edit those end credits. By me, produced by me, actor 1 is me. And again, you can change size, shape, you can change the type of font, all of that stuff is editable by you. We can put that on top. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, now my music clip is too long, so I can take and trim that down so it's at the end. And maybe I want the rain to end somewhere right there. Right, now to finally look at the whole clip, you could go to the beginning, and up here is always where you can preview. Now, if that's kind of an abrupt ending on that, we can actually go up here and we can allow it to fade out. So I can set up 2 lines, and then I want it to start fading out to nothing right there. Now let's see how that ending sounds. So another cool thing that you can do. All right, when you think your clip is ready, and by the way, you can log out and log back in and start editing again on all of this, which is really nice. But when you are ready to be done with your clip, you're gonna go over here to Finish. And you wanna make sure you've set a title for your video. You're gonna set that title. Okay, now it's gonna give you some choices. You can choose a video thumbnail. This is what you're gonna see when you look at your video. And then a few ways that you can save it. You can only save it in SD form, which is fine. And then there are some areas where you can save it to. You are gonna wanna pick this icon for Google Drive and click Export. Okay, so right now it's being processed. And it takes a little while for it to be processed, but when it is done, it's going to send you an email to your Google email account, and it's going to put this into your Google Drive. So you can close out of this tab, you can go away and you can look at some other things, maybe watch some free animal videos on Pixabay, or maybe listen to some royalty-free music on Bensound. But whatever you do, just give it a little bit of time. Okay, I paused recording for about 2 minutes and my video is done. So if you leave your tab open, you'll be able to see it and you can download it from there. Also, if you just go into your Google Drive, it will show up right here in your recent videos. And you're all set to share it with your teacher. Make it a great day.